My name is Jen, and I'm going to share with you my health journey because a lot of people in my life has asked me about, what I've done and like how different I look and how happy I am, and I wanted to kind of share it with YouTube. And this year I'm going to be doing my third annual Paleo challenge for the month of January. This is the fourth time I've done a Paleo challenge, but this is the third year in a row that I've done it. It's December the 31st, 2016, and I'm gonna challenge myself to 60 days of Paleo and gluten-free. And I am going to set my goal to run a half marathon this year and a triathlon. So I'm gonna take you on my journey with me when I do this 60 days. It's gonna be very public since it's gonna be on YouTube, and it's gonna be kind of embarrassing because I'm even gonna show you guys before and after pictures like I had done before. I'm gonna show you guys, the trials and tribulations of what it actually is like. So in December of 2014, my husband surprised me with the greatest Christmas gift ever. He said, we're gonna be going to Singapore and Thailand, and we're gonna be going for a couple weeks. And by the way, we leave in a month. Well, at that time, I was constantly going to the doctor, constantly getting blood drawn for my hypothyroidism and my, constant stomach pain. They thought I had IBS or Crohn's disease. And the thought crossed my mind is, am I gonna be able to walk around, not be tired, and really enjoy my trip with my husband? And the answer was no. I wasn't gonna be able to do that. So it was then that I decided to make a change in my life. And I decided to go gluten-free, sugar-free, paleo. And I did that all of January 2015. It wasn't easy. I felt miserable and horrible as my body was coming off of all of the sugar that I was so accustomed to, and it was really hard at first. And once I started going through the month of January, I was able to make it easier. Every day became easier. I learned better recipes. I learned, things that I could do to make it happen, meal prep, so that way it wasn't a daunting thing every single day to try to pack a healthy lunch. And I really made some significant changes in my life. The first week I lost 5 pounds. This 5 pounds was basically my body detoxing. I was so addicted to sugar, bread, gluten, all of that contains, that my body lost a bunch of water weight, and it was kind of, in a way, going into shock. And after that first week, things got better. At the end of the first month that I did in January 2015, I had lost 10 pounds, which is right on the cusp of being normal to unhealthy amount of weight to lose in 1 month, but I did. And we went to Singapore, and then we went to Thailand, and we were there for 2 weeks, and it was an amazing vacation. I didn't feel tired. I felt great. I felt refreshed. I felt like a whole new person, and I knew I was never going to go back to that person that I was before. So I didn't do my next Paleo challenge until January of 2016. But that year I had learned so much about the food that I eat, how it makes me feel, and the life changes that I had wanted to make, that I was able to make those changes throughout the year, still eat what I wanted to eat, every now and then, but really change how I ate. So the reason why I knew that I had an emotional attachment to food, we were in Costco, we were at the checkout line, and I look up and I see all that food, all those huge photos that they have, and they have that greasy hot dog up there, kind of steaming, and I knew I couldn't have it. And when I knew I couldn't have it, I started to sob inside of Costco. And this is embarrassing to tell, but it's true. I started crying in the middle of Costco because I couldn't have that hot dog. I got into the car and I just let out these huge gulping sobs, and my husband is like, "What is wrong?" I told him. And yeah, it was embarrassing to tell your husband I'm crying over a freaking hot dog, but I was. And he's so sweet, he's so nice, and totally, has such empathy for what I was going through. But it really set in me a huge lesson, and that was that I had an emotional attachment to food. Food made me feel better. So I want to talk about my food choices. Before I made this change, oh my God, I was I used to live in Italy. I'm addicted to pasta. I love pasta. Any type of pasta, mac and cheese, whatever it is, I loved it. So every time we went to a restaurant, that's what I ordered, which is okay if you're not going out to eat all the time, but that's what I loved. When we first got married, all I knew how to make was pasta and sauces. So our first year of marriage was all about eating pasta. I know. And I gained a little bit of weight. You know, when we first got married, I was at an okay weight on our wedding day. You know, could be in a little bit more shape, could be a little bit more toned, but I did gain a little bit of weight. And I'm gonna show you when I was at my heaviest here. So this was me before, and I weighed about 156 pounds, and I was very unhealthy, very sickly. I was taking medication. I was taking, you know, 5 different kinds of pills. Now I require absolutely no medication. I feel like after I made these changes, got my body off of sugars and being addicted to sugar and bread and things like that, it was like a chemical change. It was like something inside of me woke up and I became the person who I am, and that's a happy person. And you know, now, you know, I'm up for anything. You know, in the summers we go hiking. You know, in the winters I snowboard now. Like, what the heck, I snowboard. I also started running. Oh my gosh, if you would have told my 2014 self that I would run 10Ks and that I would be training for a triathlon, I would have been like, you're absolutely crazy. That's not me. Somebody kidnapped my body and is doing that for me. But yes, it's true. That's who I am now. So I want to share my journey with the world on YouTube. Yes, it's going to be embarrassing. Yes, it's going to be wide open. But I want to share my journey because these changes made my life so much better. And in today's society where everything is all about, you know, image and food, I want to kind of offer a different version. I want to talk about being healthy versus being overweight or obese. They're 2 totally different things. So before, if you had tried to make me run a 10K, a 5K, or even run for 30 seconds, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Even though I was not an obese person, I was a very unhealthy person. A friend of mine recently ran a half marathon, and I look in the background of her pictures, and it is a normal thing to find people in the background. They're not the skinny runner's body, crazy health nuts that you think. But, you know, and a lot of them are overweight, but they're able to complete that challenge. Why? Because their body is healthy enough to do it. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be skinny if you want to run. So my husband is actually a triathlete. He was on the Texas A&M triathlon team, and I went to all of his events and watched so many races, so many, you know, I was around so much health stuff, but I wasn't healthy. I wasn't gonna be the one to go out there and run. I was never gonna do a triathlon. Like, no, you're crazy, but I was there for my husband. So I've been around, you know, the health craze for many, many years, and it wasn't until I got my life together that I finally got it. I finally said, I get it. I get why these people are doing this. I used to think that they were crazy. No, I get why these people are doing this. And it was kind of cool because I was able to compete in a couple of my own races. The first year that I did this paleo challenge, I did a 10K. I ran it right here in Maple Valley, Washington. I did it in 1 hour and 17 minutes. The next year I did another 10K challenge. I ran it at Columbia Winery this year, and I did it in, I just wanted to beat my last year's time, and I did it in 1 hour and 13 minutes. So it is possible to go from absolutely nothing, thinking those people are crazy, to actually doing it yourself. And I want to take you on my gluten-free paleo journey. No, it's not rainbow, sunshine, and butterflies. No, you're not going to have everything handed to you and lose weight or, you know, be healthy without any work. It's hard. And let me tell you, all those, you know, infomercials that you have, or people saying, oh, this product, you got to have this product, it's going to help you lose weight, you don't even have to exercise. No, that's not true. That's not reality. You're gonna have to work your butt off, and you're gonna have to make up your mind to do so. You can buy these products and you know, buy all this stuff and think, oh, I'm gonna lose the weight, or get a gym membership and think, oh, this is gonna happen, this is it, this is for me. No, you have to put in the work yourself. Otherwise, the products are not gonna work, and there's not gonna be somebody that jumps inside your body, goes over to the gym, runs 2 miles every day and comes back, or lifts weights and comes home for you. You've got to make up your mind and do it yourself. And I can't wait to take you on this journey with me, and you know, kind of see what I go through. At the end of the 60 days, we are actually going to be leaving for Costa Rica, and hopefully I will you know, be a little bit more toned and a little bit more healthy, and you know, better able to do whatever we want to do on vacation. And I'm just excited that I finally get to share with everybody, with the world, and with my friends, what I've done, why I look so different, why I'm a lot happier than I used to be. And maybe you can make that change as well, about going gluten-free. Even if it's just for a month, it'll change your life forever. You'll feel so much better, and you'll be a happy and healthier you.